Hi there folks, today we're going to be working on a shoulder holster for my favorite gun of the Old West, the Schofield. What made this gun so great and why I personally like it? It unloaded and reloaded a lot faster than your single action armies. Now, we're going to talk about the gun in another video, but this particular gun, you just see how big this thing is. 3.5-inch barrel, yet it is still a freaking huge ass gun. Will the shoulder holster help at all? Well, we're gonna find out. Alright, so a couple things that we're doing with this project, making this shoulder holster, is that we're going to be mixing the best of the new and the old. We're gonna have that comfort and utilitarian and somewhat modular design of the new, along with the classiness of the old. Hence the shiny tandy buckles. And along with that, we're going to be showing you the process. Now, this isn't a how-to. This is just me doing it and showing you what I do. So I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other people who are like, no, you don't do it like that, or whatever. And it's going to be done in several parts. This is part one, basically me just gathering the materials and deciding on what I want to do and making the pattern for the butterfly. Because I'm going to start off with the straps first. Anyways, you have yourselves a wonderful evening. Let's enjoy the video. Alright, so I picked up these Tandy belt pieces. All the hardware for a belt. For $1 each because they were having a blowout sale on them, and I've not actually had any reason to use 1-inch pieces, so I decided nothing better than to do it with the shoulder holster. And now it's 1 inch. Now I measured from the piece, which is why I got this piece of leather here, rather than the measuring marks front on the thing, on the strap cutter there, simply because, well, I wanted to make sure I got more of an exact fit, and, well, a lot of that hardware sometimes doesn't actually measure up the way you want it to. Oh, see my leather pile behind there? Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have shelving. Now, of course, unroll it. And I'm cutting this on the floor, as you see, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't have a long enough table for this project. So yeah, got me starting it off there, just, starting it gently and pulling from the end there while trying to stay as close to the edge as possible. Now this works incredibly well until you get to the end, where typically sometimes I get excited and kind of stray off the edge a little bit. And then I have to go correct that later. But usually it's not more than like 2 to 3 inches. And that's just the very ends. Ah, like my shirt pattern there. And now you see the straps. Wonderful, wonderful straps. I made a couple spares here in case I messed something up. And now you see me making the pattern for the butterfly, though this is more of a coffin than a butterfly. Yeah, notice how I got the paper folded in half. Well, that's so I could just make it extra symmetrical when I go and cut the paper. But yeah, it's more of a coffin shape than a butterfly for a number of reasons, and one of those reasons is because I wanted something with a bit more height to it. And the reason why is I don't like the straps tucked up underneath my armpits that much. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a moment, because this is a bit of an unconventional design that I got going on here. But yeah, I'm drawing in where I want the stitching to be, things of that nature. And this is going to be great. Well, I got my butterfly cut out. And well, I also got the scrap pieces that are going to make the butterfly. But these have been out for a while, so they kind of warped a little bit. So I'm going to flatten them out, and you're not going to see that on camera. I'm not going to show you guys how I do that. It kind of goes away from the purpose of the video. But yeah, because they warped a little bit. Gotta flatten them out. And why not just cut a new piece? Well, this is Herman oak, and that's kind of expensive. I mean, I could buy the cheap Chinese leather and risk coronavirus, or I can just use what I got that's perfectly acceptable. It's going to take a whole 10 minutes to work. Come on. This is money in the bank. And, well, yeah. Also, I did another design alteration. I fattened up the butterfly just a wee bit. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Episode 2 on this particular shoulder holster will be up next week. Maybe sooner.